why do some cultures treat postpartum recovery so differently? And can you give some examples?
Yeah, absolutely. So the culture that I'm most familiar with is American. And we know here that traditionally there's no standard of care for postpartum support around a woman. So what we expect right now is that if you've had a C-section, you'll get a 2-week visit, and then all moms usually get a 6-week postpartum visit with their physician or midwife. The standard protocol, from what I understand, I don't do those visits, from what I understand is to assess the mom's vitals, ask her how she's doing overall, and then offer options for birth control. Did you experience something similar?
I think so. I don't remember.
Right? Yeah.
I don't even remember I'm sure I went in after the delivery to make sure that, my stitches were fine. But I think that was it.
Yeah. I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard of amazing comprehensive postpartum visits, and I've heard of 7 minutes literally writing you a prescription for birth control. Making sure that your blood pressure was okay.
Yeah.
So I've heard the gamut.
And how is it different from other cultures? What have you heard?
Yes. So from what I understand, some European cultures, they do postpartum pelvic floor therapy as standard. So at that 6-week visit, they'll get a prescription for physical therapy and do that whether they, quote, need it or not. They all get recommended to that. So I'm familiar. And then the other Hispanic cultures that have La Cuarenta. Cuarentena?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So for the 40 days,
40,
yeah, you're surrounded by family. All of your needs should be met. Chores, cooking, they take care of you. They're there to, from what I understand, and you might be able to speak to this better, even from a mom perspective, help you clean the baby, help you understand how to feed them or soothe them or manage any of those tremendously stressful situations on the front end.
Yeah. Latinas or Latin culture is very much, I'm Colombian, so we're big into fajas. So body shapers that are to get you back into shape. Mm-hmm. So I subscribe to automatically after birth. And then definitely my mom would be you cannot go outside in 40 days. You have to stay in, and they take care of food. My mom, God bless her soul, she would definitely help us with the baby, making sure that the baby is taken care of. But then you also have other babies that need help, like my older kids. Mm-hmm. So yeah, thank God for moms.
Yeah. I had 2 very different experiences personally. With Marcelo, my first, both my parents and my in-laws were still working full time. So it was my first kid. I had that 4th degree tear, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I did it largely by myself. Okay. I mean, my mother-in-law's amazing, and she would come after work quite frequently. She might have even taken some time off right away, but it was maybe a few days or the first week. And my mom came down to visit, but very short amount of time. Her and my dad were still working. And that was really lonely and for sure depressing. And honestly, with my second, I did have some tears. So I was probably physically more uncomfortable with my second, even though it wasn't as structurally traumatic. I was older. I was almost 7 years older. I did not take care of myself during that pregnancy, whereas the first one I was working out the whole time. I didn't have anything else to do. But the second time I had a kid and I was starting a company. But man, was I supported. My husband was home more. My mom came for a month. And my mother-in-law retired after we had our second. She's been helping us tremendously ever since.
Yeah.
Literally everything I have in my life, I would not have today if it weren't for her.
Wow.
And so almost after that experience, I was like, well, damn. I would have had more kids if I knew that I could have this support,
That is so cool.
Part of the drama and the stress is being alone.
Yeah.
That, just sitting at the table and having tea with my mom every morning while Mariela took a nap. It was like a dream. I could have done that forever.
And I do have to give credit to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
God bless his soul. Like, he was the most supportive guy throughout the whole thing. He holds space for me during like all of the nasty parts.
Yeah.
I remember in my third pregnancy, I was so sleep deprived at the hospital because they come in every freaking 3 minutes, and like, it's like, dude, like, let me be.
Yeah.
That when I arrived home and I had COVID when I delivered.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Awful.
And that I remember when I arrived home, I had not sleep. I was sleep deprived. My mind was not in the right space. Like, and my mind was like playing games on me. And I was like having like this mini panic attack. And I mentioned to him, I'm like, I'm not right in my head. Like, I need some space. And he was just so wonderful. Like, to hold space in that moment. Because at that moment I felt like if I tell him, he's gonna think that I'm crazy, that I'm not a good mom. But to be able to be so vulnerable and feel supported is like the biggest blessing to have. So like, having the right partner also helps a lot.
Oh my goodness.
So,
mad props. Yes.
Yeah.
That's huge.
To my husband. So God bless his soul.
Yeah.